welcome back to the Voiceless Speak Forever podcast. I'm your host, Hepburn. I decided to release season five's first episode today, May 31st, because it marks the 1 year anniversary of my daughter, my rabbit Agnes's death. I don't know if this is an appropriate way to honor her, but I just wanted to put something out into the world to tell her that I haven't forgotten about her and that I think about her every day. I think it's important to talk about pet loss because I know a lot of people feel intense grief when they lose their loved one and don't have an adequate support system to help them through it. I encountered this with people I knew, with someone very close to me who actually had the audacity to tell me not to call Agnes my daughter just because she was an animal. And because she was just an animal, I shouldn't have cried so much about her death and that I should have just moved on. So I really wanted to stick it to these insensitive people and share these important stories of loss. Season 5 won't consist solely of grief stories, but there will be several. Each episode will feature only one story, regardless of length, to give the parent and their child or children the respect and honor they deserve. If anybody else would like to contribute, please email me at VSF period official period podcast at gmail.com. For Agnes. The mother was not religious, yet she sat under the bathroom light praying for it to flicker. The child was as beautiful as a portrait, a mixture of black and white with fine short hair and incredibly vibrant brown eyes. But that was before the cancer, before the weight loss, and before the loss of mobility in one leg. The mother tried to make her child's last months as comfortable and as fun as possible, throwing her an early birthday party, buying her favorite foods, and letting her stay up far past her bedtime. Each evening, the mother wrapped her child in a towel and lifted her head upright, slipping a syringe full of food and medicine into her mouth. The mother often cried as she watched the food dripping down her daughter's unwilling mouth. After, the mother swaddled her child, put her into bed, and stroked her head until they both fell asleep. She forgot who told her, but there was a belief that if someone close to death lived till June 1st, then they would live for many more years. The mother initially didn't believe it, but as there was no cure and no one to turn to, the mother, in her grief and in insanity, told herself that the tale was true. So the mother lied in bed with her daughter and waited for the clock to strike 12. For the first time in a long time, the mother smiled. In her arms was her very much alive daughter. She looked healthier, was more energetic, and far more responsive. That evening, the mother bathed her daughter, smiling as her child stretched out her body in the warm water. When the mother dried her, she brought her daughter into the kitchen, placing a piece of watermelon by her daughter's mouth. The girl took one bite, and then another, and another. This filled the mother's heart with joy as the girl had not eaten so well by herself in a long time. The mother stroked her daughter's head as she drifted off to sleep. She wanted to stay the night, but thought it wouldn't be necessary right now. She would be here tomorrow, but tomorrow never came. The daughter died on May 31st. It was her grandfather who found her dead in her sleep, already stiff from rigor mortis. The mother buried her face into her palms and wept under the unflinching light for a child who completed her, for a rabbit who took a piece of her.